Trudy. Are you okay? I'm psyched about returning to work tomorrow. Anything new or important I need to know about? Jackson isn't responding to my texts.
Hey, Rachel. There's nothing that important that springs to mind. Jackson hired a new girl a few weeks back. She's called Tabitha. She's nice, but she's a bit weird. Kinda shy, doesn't make me laugh like you do. I've missed you. How are you holding up? I'm sorry I missed your dad's funeral. Work has been so busy recently. Jackson's got me working overtime since you've been away.
A new girl? Jackson told me he wasn't interested in hiring anyone new. He said I could do some work from home while I was recovering from my operation, but he hasn't emailed me with any instructions. Strange. Has he said anything to you about me recently?
Oh my god, I totally forgot to ask. How's your hip?
I'm much better now, thank you. Walking again. I've even got my first Pilates session booked in for next week.
Did you get my card?
Yeah, it was lovely. Thank you, Trudy. So, Jackson, has he said anything about me lately?
Yeah, he asked if you were holding up okay after the funeral. But you know what Jackson's like. He's all work, work, work. He's obsessed with deadlines. If you're not reaching quota, then you might as well not exist. Did he not send you a card?
No, must have gotten lost in the mail. I get he's a busy guy, but I've tried texting him over 20 times over the last couple of weeks. I haven't even texted my ex-husband that much. Starting to get worried.
Maybe try him again. I'll drop him a line and say you've been trying to get a hold of him.
Thanks, Trudy. You're the best. I think I'm just feeling anxious about coming back to work. It's been so long.
It's felt like an eternity. What's it been, 4 months?
Yeah, 4 months and 3 days. But my dad dying a couple days after my operation didn't help. I'd have been back a long time ago if it wasn't for that.
Girl, you needed the time off. Work is work. It will always be here. What you went through must have been hell.
They say bad things happen in threes. I've always been a superstitious person. Divorce, hip surgery, dad dying. I think that's enough bad luck for me.
You can say that again.
So you'll talk to Jackson for me?
Of course. Anything for you, girl. I'll drop him a line now.
Thanks, Trudy. I don't know what I'd do without you.
Anytime, Rachel.
Did you get a hold of Jackson? I texted him again. Still nothing. Starting to get worried now.
Yeah, I got a hold of him. I texted him and he said he would send you a message today about returning to work. Strange. I said it sounded like you urgently needed to talk to him. And the text sending, is the number you're texting definitely his?
I think so. It's the number ending in 8283, right?
Yep, that's the one. He'll message you. Don't stress, Rachel.
I just think with everything I've been going through lately, he could at least text me back. All I want from him is a "looking forward to having you back, Rachel" message. But nothing? So strange.
He's a weird dude, Rachel. I can't imagine what he does in his spare time. Well, I can, but I'm not going to say because if he finds out, I'll be fired in no time.
I totally know what you're thinking. I'm thinking the same thing. Hey, Rachel. Trudy, Jackson just texted me.
Let me know what he says.
Will do. Hey, Jackson, thanks for getting back to me. Sorry for the late response. Work has been so busy lately. Listen, Rachel, I don't have time to speak now. Are you free for a chat this evening? This evening is fine. Looking forward to it. Thanks, Rachel. Speak then. Jackson says he wants to have a chat this evening.
That's good. See, you were worrying over nothing. What else did he say?
Nothing much. Just that work has been really busy. So that's the reason he's taken ages to respond?
I told you.
Yeah, I'm just a worry pot. I've been so on edge with everything that's happened lately.
You don't need to worry. Just remember, Rachel, you're a strong, powerful woman.
Strong, powerful, and recently independent.
Forget Jackson. Have you heard anything from that piece of crap ex-husband of yours lately?
Nothing from him personally. Oh, he did send me a card after my dad died that just said, "Sorry for your loss."
The same dad he was calling the father he never had a few years ago? What a waste of oxygen that guy really is.
Tell me about it. He's probably on holiday with that new girlfriend of his. Spending our divorce settlement.
The girl who is so young she could be his daughter?
No, he's got another girlfriend.
He can't keep it in his pants, that man.
That's why I divorced him. Honestly, I know I said bad things happen in threes, but divorcing him was one of the best things that's ever happened to me.
Still, you were married for 10 years. It's going to be hard to bounce back from something like that. And all the cheating. That has got to mess with your head.
The cheating wasn't the worst thing. He was just such an unloving person. He was such a narcissist. He is such a narcissist. Life is so cruel. To take away someone like my dad and still leave my ex-husband prowling around.
Just try and stay positive, Rachel. People like your ex-husband don't feel empathy. They're not kind. You're so much better off without him. You're free now.
You're too kind, Trudy. If people were more like you, the world would be a better place. I can't wait to see you again tomorrow. Hey, Rachel.
Hey, Jackson, I was expecting a call from you.
Sorry, I have to make this brief. I've got a load of work to do for the big day tomorrow.
The big day! It's a big day indeed. I'm coming back to work.
No. We've got big-name investors coming into the office in the morning. I've got a mountain of spreadsheets to complete, and a killer presentation to finalize.
I've got some time on my hands this evening. If you fill me in on the brief, I can help you out with the presentation.
That won't be necessary, Rachel.
Honestly, I don't mind. I want to hit the ground running again. I've missed work. I've missed the thrill of it, the purpose it gives me.
Listen, Rachel, I'm going to make this brief.
I'm listening.
I don't know how to put this lightly, so I'm just going to say it how it is. You're fired.
I'm fired? Are you joking?
I'm not joking. Since you've been away, I've been doing some thinking, and the company needs some fresh ideas, or we're going to stagnate. Out with the old, in with the new. That means ideas and personnel need to be changed. That being said, it's nothing personal, Rachel. You're not the only employee in the company to lose their job in this clear-out.
Getting fired is the most personal thing that can happen to you. There has to be a reason for it, a personal reason.
Not necessarily. Not this time, anyway.
I've worked for this company for over 7 years. I've given my life to helping this company succeed. My marriage fell apart because my husband said I was obsessed with work. I've been Employee of the Year 3 years running.
Rachel, the decision has already been made. I'm not going to change my mind.
Why tell me now? The day before I'm supposed to return to work? This is so cruel, Jackson.
I made the decision weeks ago, but you were recovering from your operation, and then you were grieving your late father's death. I didn't think it would be an appropriate time to make you redundant.
You're a coward, Jackson, hiding behind your keyboard. You didn't even have the guts to phone me, firing someone over text? You're not 14 anymore, Jackson. Dumping some girlfriend over text message. I'm a real human being who has given everything for this company. I deserve to be treated with respect.
You will be richly compensated for your long-standing service to this company.
Oh, I will be. Mark my words, I'll be more than compensated. You're gonna get hit with the biggest lawsuit you've ever seen, Jackson. This lawsuit is going to sink you and your little company. I'm going to take everything from you.
You should be careful what you say. This conversation is recorded.
Yes, it is. And in this recorded conversation, you've made reference to a couple of things. Incriminating things.
And what might those be?
You said that you didn't think it was an appropriate time to fire me weeks ago.
Yes. And?
Why wasn't it an appropriate time, Jackson? You said it yourself. I was recovering from an operation and my father had just passed away.
What is your point?
My point is that I am protected under the terms of my contract. That guarantees me job security during times of sickness and bereavement. Do you even read the contracts you write up for your employees?
You're right, Rachel. Your job was secure during sickness and bereavement. However, your sick leave has now ended. It ended 2 days ago, actually, on Friday. I make my contracts watertight, Rachel. They are written to protect the company. I know every word that is written in them.
But you said that you made the decision weeks ago, during my sick leave.
But have I acted on it? Not until now. In fact, the redundancy documents have been ready for several weeks. I only left the date on the documents blank. It's all about attention to detail in our line of work.
You're evil.
There is no such thing in our industry, Rachel. You know that. Only good decisions and bad decisions. I believe I am making a good decision.
I don't know what's changed. You sound so cold, like a robot. The Jackson I used to know was a compassionate and kind man. He knew the importance of working with people he could trust. Are you saying you don't trust me?
This has not been an easy decision, Rachel. Trust me. There is a reason why I kept the date on the document blank. And that reason is not just to abide by contractual small print. It is because I have not been sure I wanted to sign it at all. Not sure. Until now, that is. Truth be told, I needed some persuading.
Persuading? From who?
I am not at liberty to reveal this information.
Jackson, if you know anything about me, and you've known me for 7 years, I will find out one way or another. So forget confidentiality. Forget the fact you've just fired me. I'm asking you as a friend. Tell me who persuaded you to have me fired. This company has not got that many employees. So as far as I'm concerned, there are only a couple of people it could be. And it couldn't have been Trudy. She would never do that to me, so there's only one suspect. And that's Mark.
I can't say who it is, Rachel. But if you must know, a little digging on our website will inform you better than I am able to. We have not brought in anyone to replace you. Your role has been filled by an existing member of our team. This person has assured me that they would be a better asset in this role than you.
The new girl?
No, Tabitha is not qualified just yet to fulfill your responsibilities. The person who is being hired to replace you has been an invaluable part of our team for many years. Mark only joined last year. Yes, he did. It can't be. As I said, I am not at liberty to reveal what has been said during confidential conversations. However, as a friend, I feel obligated to point you in the direction of our company website. Trudy, I'm sorry, Rachel. I feel sick. The decision has been made. You've taken me off the website, but I haven't even left yet. The individual in question has been assuming some of your roles within the company for months now. We thought it best that since you were not actively working, that you should be removed from the website while you were recovering. I'm in the office all day tomorrow. You can come and collect your valuables from your desk at any time. I will not be available to talk to directly. However, I have assigned Tabitha to take care of everything for you. I will send you documents pertaining to the termination of your contract via email. You do not need to sign anything. If you wish to dispute your contract termination, you will have 3 working days to do so. I will need the dispute sent to me in writing and signed by yourself and a solicitor. Is there anything else I can be of assistance to you with this evening, Rachel? No. Well, thank you for your time, and I wish you the very best of luck in your future. Go to hell, Jackson. Trudy, I need to talk to you. You're not answering your phone?
Hey, Rachel. Sorry, I've been putting the kids to bed. Sunday evening is always stressful. The kids get all fidgety with school in the morning.
Jackson just fired me.
You're kidding me!
Trudy, don't act so surprised.
What do you mean, Rachel?
He told me he was persuaded to fire me.
Persuaded? By who?
By you.
Rachel, I would never persuade Jackson to fire you.
Then why does the company website say that you have been promoted to senior assistant director? That's my role.
I've been filling in for you while you've been recovering. Rachel, this is the first time I've heard of you being fired. Jackson hasn't made me aware. I'm as surprised as you are.
Don't act coy with me. You've been saying for years how you wished there was a more senior role for you in the company. This makes total sense now. You just needed me out of the office for a while to make your move.
You're making this up, Rachel.
Don't gaslight me, Trudy. I'm not making this up. If I were making this up, I wouldn't be fired and you wouldn't be taking my job.
You need to calm down, Rachel. I'm worried about you.
Don't tell me to calm down. I thought you were my friend.
I am your friend. It's not my problem that your numbers sucked before your operation. Rachel, you were a mess after the divorce. You would come into work late. You were drunk half the time. You were suffering, and the company was suffering too.
I'm sorry that I caught my husband cheating on me, and my output dipped by 5%. Some people would say it was a miracle I even came into work.
At the end of the day, Rachel, we are a company, not a support group. You know as much as I do that this job is all about numbers. Numbers and profit. If we lose even $5 in a week, it is a loss. We need to be constantly growing. Anyone who is not making a profit is a problem.
It's easy for you to say. Little Miss Perfect family life, caring stay-at-home husband, kids in private education.
Don't get personal, Rachel. My family is my business. You do not have the right to comment on it. I don't have one.
I have no one. No family, no husband, no job, nothing. You've taken the last thing I had on this planet that gave me some semblance of purpose.
I do not have the power to fire you. I didn't fire you, Rachel.
If you hadn't have persuaded Jackson to pull the trigger, then I would still have a job.
If you were in my position, you would have done the same thing. I didn't persuade Jackson to fire you. Jackson asked me if I would assume some of your responsibilities while you were on sick leave. Of course I said yes. I wanted to steady the ship while you were recovering. What did you expect me to do? Do a half-assed job just to make you look good? My performance persuaded Jackson to fire you. I did a better job than you, Rachel. That's it.
So you didn't suggest to Jackson that I should be fired?
No! But if he's taken that decision, then I will support him. I'm sorry, Rachel. I still don't think you were ready to come back anyway. This job is intense. It takes a lot out of you. There are more important things for you to concentrate on at the moment. You need to recover mentally as well as physically.
Don't tell me how to live my life.
I'm just suggesting you take more time for yourself. As a friend.
You're not my friend. Not anymore. Don't talk to me. Ever. Again.
You don't mean that, Rachel. You said it yourself. After your divorce, that it was the best thing that has ever happened to you? Try to look positively on this situation. Use it as an opportunity to grow. You can easily get another job in a field that isn't so taxing.
I thought bad things happened in 3s, not 4s and 5s.
This isn't such a bad thing. Not if you change your perspective. You will always be my friend, Rachel. I'm always here if you need to talk.
Maybe you're right. This has shown me exactly the kinds of people you and Jackson are. I can't wait to start a new life. without toxic people like you in it. Goodbye, Trudy.
Goodbye, Rachel. Good luck.
Go to hell, Trudy. Trudy was right after all. I didn't need the job. The job was just a distraction from getting my life back on track. Nothing is bigger or more important than your own mental well-being. I'm a lot happier now. I've started my own business and I've met someone new. He's a good guy and I think it's going somewhere promising. As for Jackson, well, it seems Trudy is even more ambitious than I originally gave her credit for. It didn't take long before she took Jackson's role in the company. Those new investors he was so keen to impress bought Jackson's stake in the company and made Trudy the new managing director. I'm strangely proud of her.